Hello, everyone. Welcome into another episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bulls. You know the boys are back on it. Um, Justin, obviously, if you've been watching, he's always part of this. He's the man. He was busy tonight. I believe he's going to do a live stream tomorrow. But for now, you are stuck with the OG Bulls boys, as they call us. My boy Nick. Just Another Year Nick with a K. And
Fuck
Just
yeah.
Another Year Tony,
Heck
which is
yeah.
me. So, if you're watching this on the recording, playing it back, there's no one in here yet. So we're just gonna ramble until a couple people join and hopefully get some questions and just talk a little Bulls pregame. Nick, I don't know if you have anything specific you want to start with besides maybe the storyline of not just the night, but the last 4 years of being a Bulls fan is
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball is all the way back.
I wish I could watch it, man. Yeah. It's a big deal. I hope they do a nice ovation for him and give him the proper intro back to the court. The guy's a baller, man. The guy is born to play basketball. He needs to be on a basketball court. So I think everyone in the entire zeitgeist of the NBA is happy that we're going to see him again.
Yeah, it looks like actually game just tipped off. Nice, Bulls up 6-2. But as Nick pointed out very astutely, no way to watch the game. I mean, I guess I could buy a digital antenna. I can, tape it to the top of my head, just receive any sort of radio and TV signals I could possibly imagine. But I guess we can follow along on the ESPN app or something because that's how billion-dollar sports associations were meant to be consumed.
Yes.
Was through
Live shot chart.
yeah, through slow score bugs that are three possessions behind. I've always said it. I'm just gonna say it just off the no idea if he does or not. He might not even be playing yet, but I think Lonzo looks good. No, he's not even. He hasn't played yet. So
No, he won't be in yet. And he'll be playing. I guess 16 minutes is the number. 16 minutes is the number.
okay,
So we will cherish that time together. Booch, foul, good stuff. We're going to be one of the worst defensive teams in the league this year. Offense, who knows? We're putting up a ton of threes. That's new for us, right? Is it? I mean, should I even be talking right now? Should we wait? Whatever.
yeah,
We're
we're
shooting
good.
like 40 something threes, which is second in the league right now, which is quite the contrast. No, we're not hitting them all, but we're hitting like 31%, which, hey man, that's Hall of Fame, right? In the
hmm
MLB. So 31% is pretty solid for the amount that they're throwing up. They took like 30 in the first half of the Bucks game, I think. Um, we're excited for the young bull, Modest. I guess is Modest is how you pronounce that, I believe. Um, the guy's a baller. The guy's a baller. He was ready to take on Giannis. Um, he's going to be a sight to see. This is the year of his development. Trying to trade Zach LaVine, hopefully not trade Kobe and Kobe just ball out. But everything's on the table. Everything's on the table. Um, so it'll be an interesting year to be a Bulls fan. I don't think we should, even the most optimistic fans, shout out to our boss, Nick Rohde, um, shouldn't even expect a playoff run. We need to build this team. I don't think they're bad enough to tank though. So let's have fun. Let's have fun. We're not tanking. We are going to play basketball and we're going to develop our young gunners that will hopefully be a part of the franchise long term. But who knows? I think everything is on the table.
Yeah, it's I believe the Cubs after their season put out their big long statement apologizing for underperforming, whatever. Similar kind of situation where it's they have talent, they're definitely too good to tank because they do have decent basketball players, but they're absolutely not going to compete right now with this roster for a title. They just need everyone to overperform, which is, I mean, yeah, duh. That's what you want every year, of course, is everyone to just play to their absolute max +1. Like
Yeah.
that's what you want. And then yes, of course you can win every NBA title. But as currently constructed, we're probably not gonna compete in any way, shape, or form. I agree with you in the actual playoffs. I mean, shout out the play-in game. That's been keeping us, I guess, relevant in the postseason, I guess you can call it.
Listen, if we're gonna try to be remembered, man, we're not gonna win a chip this year. So let's just be the playing team. People are gonna remember the Bulls as just they're always in it. And perhaps that can be our legacy. We have to have some sort of legacy because we're Chicago and we're the best. So even if we don't show that on the court, there's going to be something noteworthy, and we're going to be here to comment on that with extreme excitement and enthusiasm. Apologize for the camera issue. Now I'm friggin' locked in now, and before I looked like I was looking at just a different room, but I wasn't. I promise. I was using the wrong camera. I'm completely locked in to all you guys out there and to the Bulls.
Yeah, so Nick's got kind of a situation. You know, when they're filming a TV show, probably I've never actually been on a TV set, but they got like 6 cameras set up everywhere, and a little light pops on when you're supposed to look at one. That's what Nick's got going on, but only one is streaming, so you'll have to if we ever launch a Patreon, which we won't. That's when you'll get the other 5 camera angles.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Here, we'll take a peek behind the curtain. This is my lighting. I took this from the living room because, that's all I got. I have really bad lighting in my room, and I didn't remember that until I was like, "Oh, we're gonna be on camera for the public, for the world," and I thought, "Oh, shucks, this is not good," and it's dark. I can't use the sun anymore. So that's why I look like a ghost, but it's spooky season, and I'm feeling spooky. So that's why I did this all on purpose. This was all orchestrated.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was very smart of you, especially while we're kind of just biding our time until we get the official announcement that Lonzo Ball has gotten in the game because, again, for those of you just entering the chat, unwatchable Bulls game. That's unless you have you climb on top of your roof and plant an antenna on top of your building. It's pretty sweet. However, the Bulls did just call a timeout, so starters have played all first 6 minutes. Going crazy, and by crazy I mean Josh Giddey is a smooth 0 for 3 so far. 0 for 1 from 3, no points, but he does have a rebound and an assist. So, contributing in other ways. That's that's playing to the max right there. Dennis Rodman ? Just kidding. If anyone's actually watching this, that was absolutely not. Zach LaVine's got 4 points on 2 for 4 shooting.
Let's go.
3 rebounds already. 3 rebounds through 6 minutes.
Look at
So
that.
I don't know what the player props were looking like tonight on a preseason basketball game, but if you took over on rebounds, you are on track. Vooch, no points, but also 3 boards, and then Patrick Williams, 1 for 2 from 3-point land with 3 total points. I mean, hey, Kobe White as well.
$90 million man, dude. That's what I like to see. 50% from the field. You kidding me? Worth it.
Yep. So I will say, again, unable to actually witness it with my eyeballs, but it does look like Patrick Williams has 2 turnovers, leading the team in turnovers, considering no one else is credited with a turnover yet in this game, except for him, at least for the Bulls.
He's checking in.
Wow. Standing O. I'm going to pretend I'm standing.
Standing O. Give it to him. First game since January 14th of 2022.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
Let's see if those cadaver ligaments in his knees can come to life tonight, and he doesn't have to ball out. Just look like all I want for Lonzo Ball is to just look like he can do everything without pain. Just be fluid, consistent. I'm sure he's going to be a little rusty. That's what happens when 6 months ago they're like, I think he stood up today. We're not totally sure, and then all of a sudden you're in an NBA game. So just look like you can continue to play for the future. Yes, from a fan's perspective, but I'm sure from his own psyche, for his family's sake. I mean, I know it's LeVar Ball and whatever, and we've given they've been interesting in the spotlight all these times, but at the end of the day, they're still still a family that wants to see their sons ball out. So
He's been quiet too, which has been great. Like, let's just watch the boys play. I mean, they're both. I mean, part of it I think is that they're both just injured all the time. So like, I don't think LeVar has much to talk about. But that guy finds things to talk about. Something that I'm jealous of at the moment. But he LaMelo's struggling to stay healthy. The Ball brothers. I mean, their last name is Ball. They have to be playing basketball, or else something is wrong in the world. Something's off in the balance of things. And so this is just where they belong on the court. And good and playing well at that. Like, Lonzo was the highlight of, I guess, to me, the highlight of watching that Bulls team. And so him going down, especially when the Warriors were just beating us by 40 points. Levine also got hurt that game. I mean, what happened? Did he score?
Lonzo Ball, I believe, on his first shot attempt in 2 years, makes a 22-foot 3-point jumper off the Nikola. I don't know why I struggled with his name. Nikola Vucevic, gee whiz, assist. The boys are back.
This is just incredible. I'm gonna see if I can catch it here. Oh, I got it. Yeah. Wow. I saw it. I got to see it. Completely legally. I got to see it. Wow, that was incredible.
It sucks we can't stream highlights to this, because that'd be cool. Just a little watch along. Again, unwatchable game. That's part of it, but also I think even if I pulled it up on my phone and showed it into the camera, I think that's not exactly allowed. But I mean, if we can get a comment or two in here telling us to do it, I'm a man that gives in to peer pressure. So
yeah, I will definitely do it as well. I was gonna do it unprovoked, honestly. I was just kind of getting myself ready. Look at, okay. Watch, guys.
Let's do it.
Oh, did you see that?
Wow.
Crazy.
Bang. I think that's an appropriate length highlight we could show too. A little Zapruder film, whatever it's called, a little staccato action. So Lonzo Ball he's here. He's here. He's here again.
He's here again.
That's awesome.
He has risen. It's on Valley Sports. I wonder. I bet you it's easier to watch on Valley Sports Minnesota than it is on Chicago fucking whatever. So that's insane. Maybe we'll try to figure that out. Hopefully you at home are figuring it out, or you're just having a great time watching the shot chart on ESPN like a caveman, and that is also cool. I know we have some fans out there that are dedicated to that level.
We have two more stat updates. Updates for our boy Lonzo Ball. A defensive rebound? Nope.
Exactly. I just saw
one more stat update. That's it.
Huge.
Yep.
Oh, little dipsy do pass. Little boom, Kobe White for 3. I might just narrate this game. How about that?
I mean, it's the only way I can consume this game is you narrating it. So it wouldn't be.
Imagine the service they're providing. Julius Randle, this is his first game as a Timberwolf. I believe that he's playing in. That's a big deal. Did Dante DiVincenzo ever play in the Bulls, or am I just fucking?
No. Bucks, Knicks.
Yeah. I'm getting mixed up with Thibodeau, and yeah.
Yeah, it's actually the reverse pipe, or not a reverse pipeline. Oh, it's kind of it's a reverse pipeline of. It used to be the Timber Bulls. All the Bulls would go play with Thibodeau in Minnesota. Now these guys they were traded, but they all left for the Knicks to go not play with Thibodeau in Minnesota. So I think that pipeline, directly to Minnesota from New York and Chicago, is still just pumping out basketball players.
Yes. We love that.
Yeah, I didn't really give you anything to build on there. That's on me, everyone. Anyone and everyone watching out there, just a sick comment there that Nick had no chance of slam dunking home.
Listen,
go
dude,
ahead.
I've been just ending sentences at the worst times. I've been really giving you a tough run. So we got a timeout here. The camera's on Vooch. Don't know why. Screw that guy. He made a bucket though. That was cool. Lonzo looks great. Doesn't I mean he's not favoring the knee at all. I mean he is ready to play, which is why it took 3 million years. Which is great, and we love that. Levine kind of back. He looks good, but he almost airballed a three. We need him playing super well so we can trade him, and hopefully that doesn't offend anyone. You know, I love the guy. I think honestly, just upping his trade value though, like it or not, we need change. So wherever that happens, like if we get to keep him and he still balls, cool. If he balls out and we trade him, we have that's a. I mean, a hot Levine is a good asset. I don't care who says otherwise. It is. He's an amazing basketball player. He's a great athlete. He's never going to be a number one guy, but he's a fantastic number two on a solid team. And so it could happen. So let's hope he keeps balling. Modest keeps balling. Lonzo, Kobe. I think Kobe could even get traded, you know, if he really balls out, because that would be a good.
The two leaders in points right now through what is that? Through 9 minutes to start this game off. Kobe White, Zach LaVine, each with 6 points, each with 2 made shots from the field. I mean, doesn't get better than that. Just I think everyone that's played has recorded a stat except for Josh Giddey and Torrey Craig. Oh, we got some more boys coming in. Oh, let's go. Who we got? Jalen Smith, who still one of my all-time favorite, like little, not a profile picture, like little headshot with the glasses and everything, the rec specs. And then
Yeah,
Chicago's own, right? Talon Horton Tucker.
Yeah, Chicago's own, dude. THC, man.
Yep.
Big time.
So THT has officially checked in the game. I don't know. I don't think he. Well, okay. They're still technically at 0 minutes because I think play just resumed, so they haven't logged a full minute. But I'm excited. We've seen him just loosely throughout the past couple of years, just whether it was playing against the Bulls or you're watching playoff basketball. He's just just coming in, subbing in for important minutes. I am actually excited as some bench depth to have THT on this team.
Definitely, man.
I would love it. Honestly, so we talked about what the Bulls would need to do to be successful this year. And yes, it's everyone playing 110%, like of their talent, whatever, being amazing. Sure. If we could just get back to the bench mob era a little bit and just have just 2, I guess, above average platoons, I guess you can call it. Your starters just play decent. Your bench plays decent. We don't have, I guess Levine is a superstar when he wants to be. Lonzo, if he ever returns to full form, would definitely be up there. And Kobe White is looking like he's on track to be a very good NBA player, I think is a good description for it. But if we can just get the bench mob rolling, get back to the good old days, the glory days of the Chicago Bulls, that is how I think we make the playoffs.
I agree, man. I totally agree. Let's see what happens. It's that time of year again, folks. If you saw me looking at my phone, that is because I am putting the alerts back on for every single Casey Johnson tweet. So I'll be looking forward to the next 8 months with that. I love that guy. He's great. Yeah, man. I didn't really have anything else. Whoops. Torrey Craig, it's cool to see him dating Meg Thee Stallion. I like that a lot.
Wow.
Hopefully they're doing well. I mean, I don't know the status of their relationship. THT with a nice bucket, drive to the hole. That is also cool to see. Yeah, you're right, man. I mean, he can be a contributor for sure. He's been playing really well in the preseason, especially. So could be a nice little spark. Hopefully he can, keep up shooting 30% from three, and he'd be a really nice role player. Patrick Williams, please be worth the money. Josh Giddey, please be worth the pedophilia. Lonzo, another three for Lonzo Ball. He's 2 for 2, and he's feeling it. He looks good. He's completely locked in, as the kids say. So a lot of good things happening over here in Chicago. As Anthony Edwards just drains one right in someone's eye. Um, but
Well,
he's incredible. That guy's
yeah,
incredible.
it's great to hear that. That Lonzo now is just at the very least okay. If he's not up to, and I literally mean speed, like he's just not up to what his former speed was, where maybe moving up and down the court. Nick, obviously you're watching, um, so you can feel free to chime in on that. But if he can just get his shot down a little, work on that, just kind of get in a rhythm while everything slowly comes back, like that's how you contribute to a team.
Yeah,
And especially if teams are kind of like, well, this guy's been out for 2 years. Is he really the threat he was? And they're leaving you open when they have to cover a Kobe White who's getting hot from three, even a Vooch down low or in the corner of Vooch is having one of his good shooting nights. And then you got Zach LaVine. I mean, that opens up possibilities to, at the very least, get a couple buckets again, get in rhythm, and then just give him an opportunity to fully reclaim his former glory.
yeah, indeed. And I think too, the Torrey Craig three. So we're still putting up threes a lot
Wow.
as well.
Let's go.
So we like that. But yeah, man. And the other thing is something that I'm going to remember here in a minute, and that is that Lonzo. Oh, with screens, fighting over screens. I hope he kind of takes it easy. I know he will. Um, just given the track record so far, I know he'll take it nice and easy on himself. Just that sounded like such a jab at him. It's totally not. He has like no knee. Um, but it's going to be a little bit more noticeable. I think maybe on the defensive side. I mean, people forget. I mean, he wasn't just throwing dimes from 90 feet, but he was also our like best defender. So that might be a bit of a bummer and where we really see the impact in terms of fighting over screens and just the sheer speed of him. But the guy's such an intelligent player. He's going to have to play. He's going to have to rely more on his basketball IQ. But I haven't seen a basketball IQ like this in some time. And so I have full faith that he'll be able to make a large impact, even if it is, pretty minimal timing and coming off the bench. Like, let's work our way back, and he'll be a starter as long as everything goes according to plan. I mean, he's a starter in this league before all the nonsense with this cartilage.
Yeah, I think you made a great point about the defensive aspect of Lonzo Ball. ESPN has him listed 6'6". Sorry, I keep using ESPN. I know it's not my favorite. Sometimes I should be using like the NBA app or whatever. They have him listed 6'6". Pretty sure he's 6'7" though, but he is a long 6'7". That's what I remember when we were pumping for those couple months when we had just gotten him before he got hurt. I just remember him just swallowing passes up. Like they would try to, just throw it right over his head, and they're hitting him like upper bicep because his arms are just so high in the air. He can cover really any position. Obviously, it gets tough if you get a a Wemby or something in the post. Yes, but
Exactly.
really 1 through 4, like I remember he was switching on guys because I mean we're a smaller team anyway, and we were definitely smaller then. So that's what I'm excited for. See if he can use his size, like you're saying, to kind of make up for the fact that maybe he may not yet have the quick twitch muscles back yet, or the full speed. So
Yeah,
we'll see if that helps him in any way.
a lot of deflections. He and Caruso were like, I think, leading the NBA in deflections, and they were on the same team, and that was fun. That was, again, we're reminiscing of a good time. What was it, 2021 Bulls, when we were one of the hottest teams in the league. And it might be a long time, folks. Might be a long time before we get back there, before we get back to even being in the top 5 of the Eastern Conference, right? But you never know. Maybe he just has some freakish, like maybe the cartilage transplant ended up. Maybe it's better cartilage. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
What if it's better? What if he got like Lance Armstrong's cartilage or something, and now he's just an absolute Iron Man without the steroids?
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool.
Okay, even though obviously saying that with a little bit of dry sarcasm, I can pick up on that. There is, I know when they do like ACL surgeries and everything, sometimes that knee is stronger because it is surgically repaired as opposed to your other knee that hasn't been touched yet. Yes, we talked about it where it's no one has ever played in the NBA after getting this very specific procedure done where they put cadaver ligaments into into your living body. But modern medicine is a miracle. We see you guys play longer, come back for more stuff. You used to just be called blowing out your knee. You just be out. that was the end of it. And then you tell stories. Oh, I would have won pro. Whatever. So I'm not a doctor, but
Either.
it could be whatever this surgery is. It could maybe not stronger, but it might not be truly weak. Like it might actually, I don't know. It might work out. He might be able to return to form, which is again crazy considering what the actual procedure was. Sounds like he's shooting it well. So
yeah, he looks good. He's off. He's on the bench now again, and I'm sure he'll be hanging out for a little bit here. But hopefully they put him in one more time before halftime, and we really get as much Lonzo as we can here. Obviously within reason. 16 minutes of cap. He's probably done about. I mean, I could look this up. Probably done about 4. So we got a couple 5. So we got some more runs in him for sure. And if he's at this efficiency, I mean, he's gonna have a fantastic night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would guess it'll probably be one more time in the second quarter, one more time in the third quarter. Just 5 minutes a pop, which makes sense to me. They may have been trying to go for 4-4, 4-4. And who knows exactly? Maybe it was 4 minutes and 37 seconds. We will see how truly strict they are. Like they may tell someone to foul if they can't call a timeout, and it's time to get them out. Like
for sure. And I think that's the right delicacy to do this with. And it was my understanding that this is going to be another game where the starters aren't playing much. So it'll be interesting to see some of these other folks getting after it. Duarte maybe even like. Chris Duarte, I mean, we'll see. Like he can shoot the ball, so let's get him in there, get some more minutes. THT obviously, he's. I feel like he can just, even though he's a large man, I think he can just play forever. Torrey Craig's just throwing up bricks constantly. No, just kidding. He's 1 for 2, but the last one was a sight to see. Would have gave Meg Thee Stallion the ick, if I'm being honest. She's watching, but I would like to see. Honestly, what I'm looking for the most, Tony, is can Patrick Williams look like a third team All NBA guy? Because we're paying him like he is. Can he look like that at all? In the beginning of the season here, that would be nice to know, because who knows if he's going to stay healthy throughout the whole thing. So it'd be nice to see him ball out as we start the regular season in New Orleans next week, I believe. I'm big time looking for him. Of course, Lonzo's the cool story. He's new. Kobe coming off that great season. See if he can continue his ascent. Those are all the storylines, but I think the one I'm watching the most is Patrick Williams, the paw, because of all that money.
I totally agree. I agree with that. Again, yeah, the Lonzo thing is great, and of course that is a top storyline. But the Patrick Williams thing is very important to this current construction of the Bulls roster, because he's the connector. We have the guards, we got the little guys.
Yeah,
are they absolute superstars? Levine, sure, maybe. But other than that, we kind of don't. We have no size. We kind of have nothing connecting. Like DeMar, that's kind of what DeMar did. Is he connected kind of the middle of the floor, that mid-range area of the floor, from a Kobe White, Zach LaVine to Vooch. So can Patrick Williams be that intermediary, that middle of the floor play? Like, I don't know, you call it 6 to 10 feet, whatever.
He's going to be the guy to slow the game up a little bit, because outside of him, I mean, with DeMar being gone, he slowed the pace down more than just damn near anyone in the league can. And so I think that's another reason why we're seeing them put up so many threes already, is that they're trying to keep up the pace. Now, we are giving up, and we're going to give up quite a few buckets. So if you're taking that ball out of the net, and not really, fast breaking and stuff, I guess that slows the tempo a bit. But with the way we're putting up threes, I should say that instead of making them. But yeah, man, it looks like we're going to be moving a lot quicker. So let's see if Patrick Williams, how he fits into that, I guess is another good point that you made there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with it. We'll do our final comments here because thank you for the one or two people that keep tuning in and then back out. So hopefully some people check it out after we put it actually up on YouTube. If not, we will figure something else out and do much better. And if you didn't watch, then you don't know I'm saying this, which is kind of cool. So either way, Nick, you brought up, that was another great point you made, that this is going to be I think it will be a very different play style this year than we've been used to the past couple of years because of that DeMar factor, or I guess I should say DeMar less factor, which is not a good pun. We just don't have them. It is going to be faster. You're very right, because the thing that worked for DeMar was the fact that not only would he slow the game down, he would then hit not every bucket. Figuratively,
it really felt like it.
Yeah, figuratively, he was going to slow it down, just take up a bunch of time, and then just, I don't know, drive to like the elbow and knock one down, bang, 2 points. You just ran 30 seconds off the clock by the time they get the ball on the other side of the court. It is going to be, I think it's going to be a lot of run and gun, which should be fun. However, the real question is, are we going to be able, we'll be able to physically literally run with these other teams. Will we be able to make buckets at the same time or at the same pace as these other teams when we really haven't played like that in a long time? Because even before DeMar and stuff, we were just bad. So we definitely weren't doing it then. Nick, if you got any final comments, feel free to make them.
Let's do it, man. Let's see Red again. I don't think we're tanking, so tune in to us, tune into the games. Even if we were tanking, we would try to make it fun, despite what our numbers may show. I'm looking forward to it. I'm already seeing red. Look at me. I'm already watching the Bulls right in the corner of my eye. But for the season, locked into you guys. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. So as Nick so eloquently put it, we're probably not tanking. So come ride with us. Come run with the Bulls and the OG Bulls boys, as well as Justin, who will be on, I believe, tomorrow, but definitely just in general going forward a bunch. He just had a conflict today. I'm sure you'll see the King Chicago Nick on here a couple times, given his Bulls takes, comments, and analysis. So thanks for, a couple people popping in and out. We appreciate it. Hopefully next time we'll get a couple more people, get some comments, maybe do some giveaways, do some fun stuff, and just make it a good experience for you coming in and running with the Bulls with us. So Thank you again to everyone. Have a great night out there. Hopefully the Bulls win. Doesn't really matter. It's preseason. Let's get after it, Bulls fans.
Spooky. Let's go.